Alright, hey everybody, this is John with Dead Drift Outdoors. It is early June and I'm coming to you today from the Finger Lakes region in New York State. Came up yesterday to open up our summer place on one of the Finger Lakes. Got my boat all ready for the season and had a couple hours, got out last night on this small creek and had some action on some dry flies towards dark. So I'm going to start out the video with that little segment, and then today I'm going to be exploring the same creek. I'm going to start in the same spot and then probably work my way upstream. So water conditions are actually okay. The levels are super low, but the water's ice cold. It was 62 in the evening yesterday, and today it feels like it's in the 50s, so no real concern for that. And the fish should be concentrated with these low flows into the more likely pools. So yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll get into some more fish today and bring you guys along as always. So let's get into it. All right, so we've got several fish rising. I don't think any of them are too big, but I know there are some bigger fish in this pool, so hopefully as it gets a little later and some more bugs are available, some bigger fish will come out. I'm just fishing my 7.5 foot 3 weight. I mean, I could get away with a bigger rod here, but most of these fish aren't real big, so this should be fun on this little rod. I do have I got about a 9 foot leader right now. I just tied on a bunch of extra tippet. I'm down to 5X, and I've just got a little number 18 Adams to start out, little parachute Adams. So I'm just going to take my time here. Try not to disrupt all the fish and just see if I can pick some of these rising fish off. There we go. Oh, first cast. Ooh, that was a good fish right there. That looked like a foot-long brown jumping. There we are. Feels like a pretty good fish. Nice. Here we go. Beautiful wild brown. First fish of the night. Very nice. There we go. Ooh, he's pulling hard. That's a decent fish. Missed him. There we go. Very nice. Another pretty Wild brown. All right, it's getting a little bit dark. My camera's struggling with the light, but there's a couple nice fish rising over under these shrubs here, under these bushes. I just watched one nose up right under those lowest branches, so I moved over to the side here, get a little better angle, but this should be pretty cool if I can punch it in under there. Oh, I'm pretty surprised. I drifted that right through. All right, fish are getting a little bit more picky. There are some decent numbers of sulfurs, so I just switched up to a little 14 sulfur emerger. There's a couple fish that have been rising along the cliff there. Oh man, that was a pretty good drift. Alright, well I'm running out of light here, but I'm still struggling with still two fish rising occasionally up here. And yeah, one just rose. They're not really, before they were really aggressive. I think they were taking emergers, but now they're just sipping, so I think they're eating spinners possibly, and I see some spinners like there, right there, egg layer. So I just put on a little 14 rusty spinner, and we'll see if this doesn't do the trick. Oh, there we go. It's definitely the spinner. That's a good fish. All right. That's a little bigger than the other two. Fat too. That's a nice 12-13 inch wild brown right there. Took 3 or 4 changes of the fly. Eventually I went to the rusty spinner and he pounced on it the first good cast I got. That is awesome. That feels so good. All right, no luck on the Griffith's gnat. No luck on the little cream midge. I am seeing some caddis, some tan caddis, so I've just got a little X-wing caddis on. Oh, there we go. See, now there's a, I think that's a caddis right there. We'll see if he eats that. Drifting right into his spot there. There it is. Slam that. That wasn't the bigger guy I've been targeting, but on the board here, hopefully. All right, first fish of the morning. Oh man, it came out of nowhere. That was cool, man. It's a good one. I was feeling kind of helpless because I spooked maybe half a dozen trout in this pool right in front of me. So I was throwing up into the shallows and hoping maybe there would be a fish hiding under a rock, and this guy just came out, smashed it. Here you go, dude. There it is. Man, just hammering that spot. Couldn't believe there wasn't a fish. Just a little guy though. All right, well, there's a fish rising up here. He's come up a few times. So I just set up my camera. I haven't seen him rise since. I don't know if I maybe spooked him. He's in real shallow water. But I think he's still up there. There it is. That's a decent fish. Well, I'm caught in this branch. There we go. I was hung up in that branch. I couldn't bring him to me. Oh, that was a great fish. Right in that flat of that tail. I think he was only in 4 to 6 inches of water. Very cool. Just cruising and eating. Nice trout. Weird. So it's a really cold morning and the water was actually feeling really kind of warm to me, which I was like, huh? But I just checked and it's 54 degrees, but I think the air temp is so cool that the water actually feels kind of warm, which is bizarre for June. But we're also dealing with the smell and haze from the fires up in Quebec just blowing down from the north. It's crazy, this orangish haze that's going on. It's kind of surreal, but it's probably good for the fishing. All right, so I just got that rising fish in the middle part of this pool, middle part to tail. I had spotted him coming up. Oh, there we go. Another rise right up in the head. I'm hoping there's going to be another fish. I did just see one rise up at the head there. So I'm just going to scoot my way up the edge here. Sure my fly is gonna float. I gotta move as far as I can to the left because I have very little casting room behind me. Just sidearm. That's all I can really manage. That'll work. Right. I knew there was another one up there. I saw a couple rises. I switched flies to a little caddis, little X-wing caddis. Nothing crazy. There have been a few caddis popping out. But like I said, these fish aren't going to be too picky. Come here, bud. Here we go. All right, well, it's early afternoon. The fishing has really slowed down. I did have some pretty good action early on, but I haven't seen any fish rising. And as I work my way farther up the creek here, got the gradient drops quite a bit, so didn't really find any active fish. Anyway, it was a really fun evening last night. I think I got some good footage and definitely a few really nice fish this morning. So I think I got enough footage to put a nice video together for you guys. And hope you enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you'd like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.